Welcome to the very first of our blogcasts hosted by AI Solutions Limited. My name is Rachel Gray. Today we will be looking at guidance and CDM 2015. What do we understand now and need to know for the future? Recently we've been hearing a lot about the CDM consultation document and the likely introduction of the new regulations in 2015. One of the areas that seems to be causing a bit of stir is the removal of the ancop, approved code of practice, and replacing it with guidance. Researching this element shows little difference between the two. So let's remind ourselves of what an ancop is. Ancops give advice, they represent good practice and special legal status. And if you follow the advice within an ancop on specific matters, it's enough to comply with the law. The most important part of this definition is that an ancop has special legal status. According to the HSC, Health and Safety Executive, adherence to guidance is one of the elements that constitutes good practice. HSC guidance provides advice to help you understand how to comply with the law. Specific requirements, specific technical information, or references to further sources of information to help you comply with your legal duties. Guidance issued by the Health and Safety Executive is not compulsory unless specifically stated. You are free to take other action. If you do follow the guidance, you'll be normally doing enough to comply with the law. Health and safety inspectors seeking to secure compliance with the law may refer to the guidance. Now what? Well, the default assumption of the ancop is that duty holders are prosecuted for breaching health and safety law if it is proved they have not followed the relevant provisions of an ancop. The court will find them at fault unless they can show that they have complied with the law in some other way, has made it easier to regulate and prosecute within a shorter lifespan. In a court of law, if you have not complied with the legal requirements, the regulations, when something goes wrong, then you will be deemed guilty with both the ancop and guidance approaches. The difference is, from the HSC standpoint, is that companies can take their own interpretations of the regulations rather than following the HSC guidance, so create their own policies, rather than having to follow the HSC's ancop. This is bound to increase the prosecution lifespan and therefore increase the cost of enforcement. However, this could be helpful in some instances where looking at a case holistically proves more helpful than a ruling of guilty or not guilty of adhering to an ancop. Questions like why, how, when, where might be asked, adding to the case towards individual or organisational accountability. If the HSC are heading down the same road as other government organisations and Europe in introducing this soft law approach, then they'll have to keep winning hearts and minds as well as being transparent every step of the way. The parties affected by the changes will need more information about the effects of replacing the ancop with guidance. The UK has an excellent health and safety record that it should be proud of. It is hoped that the high standards that we are used to are reflected in the forthcoming revisions to the CDM legislation. Well, that's it for today. I hope this has given you food for thought as you fill out your CDM consultation questionnaire. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Rachel Gray. Watch out for other blogcast releases in the future.